It was revealed in Gen V Season 2 Episode 5 that Sister Sage was collaborating with Cipher on his scheme to enhance Marie's abilities to the point where she could outperform Homelander. After being imprisoned in Elmira for collaborating with Emma, Harper, Ally, Greg, Marie, and Jordan to get a sting tape of Cipher acknowledging that he was a normal elderly human being, Marie was intent on saving Cate. Emma and Jordan opposed it because they believed that attempting to save Cate would put them in a trap that Cipher had devised. They weren't mistaken, however, for the three were taken prisoner as soon as they entered Elmira. After placing them in their own cages, Cipher came up to Marie and gave her a choice: either join him in becoming the most powerful Sup, or watch his buddies suffer in jail. When Marie resisted, Cipher disclosed that he was also imprisoning Annabeth in Elmira, meaning that Marie was also responsible for her destiny. Marie, however, would not cooperate. All of them eventually succeeded in leaving their cells with Cate's great help, and Marie unlocked Annabeth's door in order to release her. Annabeth was shocked and horrified to learn that she had been slashed in the neck and had bled to death. Annabeth was miraculously revived by Marie, who summoned all her might since she could not bear this fate. What came next? Let's investigate. Warning: spoilers. Marie and her companions get out of Elmira. Annabeth takes her sister's hand and starts to leave Elmira with Emma, Jordan, and Cate, still in amazement at the miracle that Marie had wrought. The first indication of Annabeth's skills is given here when she successfully determines Sam's expected arrival position. It is later shown that she has precognitive abilities, which allow her to foresee future occurrences. Returning to Sam, he does ultimately choose to grant Emma's plea for assistance in order to support her and her companions. No, Sam did not discover these men in Elmira by chance. Emma had made it clear to Sam that they were heading to Elmira before they left to save Cate. Back then, Sam was too preoccupied with getting back together with his parents to join them. I suppose he's comfortable joining the rescue effort now that he's finished determining that his mental health problems are inherited. By the way, he comes at a pivotal moment since Marie, Annabeth, Jordan, Cate, and Emma were about to be surrounded and taken back. Additionally, one of Elmira's security vehicles has been taken by Sam, allowing the group to leave Elmira without being fired at. Sam gives over his phone so that they can't be monitored once they had separated from their captors for somewhat. And disagreement over whether they should go into hiding in Canada, return home, or return to the college derails the discussion of Marie physically reviving someone. When Annabeth begins to feel nervous due to their arguments, Marie declares that they will not do something as foolish as visiting Aunt Pam's house or anything as dramatic as traveling to Canada. They'll search for a location where they can leave the Elmira security van, change, get food, and hide out. Cipher becomes enraged over the crispy fried Godolkin after learning of Marie and her companion's escape. I believe Cipher is intelligent, but not that intelligent, based on this response. It's very clear, as Marie later emphasizes, that Cipher or one of his Elmira goons cut Annabeth's neck in order to force Marie to stretch the boundaries of her skills. Perhaps Cipher thought they would all be recaptured after. However, Cipher lost both his most valuable item and the negotiating tool he had been using to maintain control of it, since Jordan not only demonstrated his ability to repel the guards but also Sam appeared. It demonstrates that the Cipher may be stopped. Perhaps Thomas Godolkin is still alive. What Cipher wants from Marie, apart than utilizing her as a general-purpose medication for all types of bodily injuries, both internal and external, is the most significant issue at this time. Stan claims that Cipher agrees with Godolkin's research on everything except one point: Cipher wanted to establish a Supersupremacist paradise, while Godolkin sought to govern Sups. Stan was also aware of Project Odessa, but he shut it down when Marie showed no signs of having any abilities. The fact that Marie murdered her parents made it clear that Project Odessa had been successful. In order to bring Marie in as a student and make her the next Homelander, Vought and perhaps Cipher then started building on Godolkin University. Stan adds that Cipher had to painstakingly reconstruct all of Godolkin's work, which had been lost in the fire that allegedly killed him, in order to, accidentally, produce Marie. Given that Godolkin has been housed in a hyperbaric chamber at Cipher's house, this makes Cate and Jordan think about the times they have really seen the real Godolkin. Yes, the man we saw being burned in the first scene of the first episode of Gen V Season 2 is really Thomas Godolkin, not Cipher's true father.